Thank you. Please join me in acknowledging our fall 2022 GED graduates. Thank you, graduates. Please be seated. My name is Christina Tout. I'm the Director of Adult Education here at Southeast Community College. On behalf of our adult education staff and faculty, I extend to you a sincere congratulations on how far you've come. I'd also like to welcome our staff and faculty who spend countless hours working with students to help them accomplish their educational goals. So any staff, just put you on the spot, any staff or faculty who are here this evening, please stand up and be recognized. Make sure I got them all. Stand there. Good job. All right. All of us in adult education extend our deepest thanks and appreciation to all of you, the graduates, family, and friends, for supporting them through this process. You also share in this accomplishment. Thank you so much. I know it's a long road. But even with all of the support, with the teachers and the staff working behind the scenes and your family cheering you on, the credit for earning your high school diploma really goes to you alone. You had to make this decision. You had to stick with it for probably longer than you thought. And there was no high school system to help you through. There is nobody necessarily to guide your way or to clear those obstacles from your path. You had to do that by yourself. So take credit for your success and know that this is a step to build your future on. Thank you. Okay, so this evening we do have 3 speakers here to share their own accomplishments and words of wisdom with you as you move on with your career and your path. Let's see. First, we have our first speaker is Ayanna Clay. Ayanna, you don't have to come up quite yet, Ayanna. Ayanna earned her GED in 2015, her associate degree in 2019, and a bachelor's degree in 2021. And she did all of this while raising 5 kids. She's passionate about helping others and would love to give back to the community, especially people in poverty. She has pursued a career helping others at the American Job Center and at Community Action Partnership, where she works now. Her goal is to build more affordable housing for low-income families and another shelter in Lincoln. She is currently taking real estate classes here at SCC and will be working for H&R Block this upcoming year. Please join me in welcoming Ayanna Clay.
A little short. Okay. First of all, congratulations to you all. You all look amazing. My name is Ayanna Clay, and I once too was at this same ceremony at one point in time. My story all started back in high school. I had dreams of being in the Olympics as this famous track star, but I guess God had other plans for me. I became a high school dropout and pregnant at 17. Can you see it? Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. All right. I tried going back to school, but it didn't work. Soon I became pregnant again at 19. I kept finding myself at these dead-end jobs, receiving assistance, uneducated. I was tired at this point. I started volunteering at the Center for People in Need for a welfare check. Found out I was pregnant again at 22 and 23. I had 4 small children, no education, living on income-based housing, all by 24 years old. And really, I had nothing but my children. I soon kept volunteering at the Center for People in Need for a welfare check. Embarrassed at times, sometimes, but I had to do what I had to do to take care of my family. I was then offered a job at the Center for People in Need as an AmeriCorps worker, which part of the job requirements was to obtain my GED. This was the best feeling in the world. To work and take GED classes, things were finally coming together. I took GED classes 3 times a week. I had a tutor I met with twice a week for 2 hours. It was a struggle at first. I was tired and I wanted to give up, but I was determined. I wanted more. Finally, I passed my first GED exam, second, third, and fourth, and I saved the hardest for last, math. But who really likes math? But there's a twist. The GED exam was changing the following year. I had 2 weeks to complete my last exam. If I didn't complete it, I had to start all over again. I didn't want to do that. Anxiety kicked in. I was discouraged, but still determined. I took my best shot at it. I studied hard and canceled the world out. My results were in. I passed the last exam. It was the best feeling in the world. I graduated at SCC, walked across stage, and received my GED. I was ready to start a new journey. I continued my education with Southeast Community College, enrolled into classes with, I continued my education with SCC, enrolled in classes for an associate's degree in business administration. But, it's always a but, guess what? I was pregnant again with my 5th child. Shake my head. I was angry. I hated myself. I couldn't afford another child. I'll never get anywhere. I was trying to better myself. I wanted to give up, but I prayed on it and told myself, you got this. I even made the dean's list the first year. Things were going pretty well. Soon after I continued my education, it was going good for a while. I then found myself in a relationship. It was going good for a while. I graduated with my associate's degree in business administration at SCC. I then enrolled myself into Doane University for a bachelor's degree. I was so happy and grateful to be furthering my education with 5 children. Soon, the relationship started to go downhill. I was being mentally and verbally abused by a man I thought cared about me, but boy, was I wrong. It was so bad it caused me to be placed on academic probation. Eventually, I dropped out due to the mental strain it caused. I cried many nights. I couldn't forgive myself. I didn't understand how I worked so hard to get here just to crumble. I prayed and pushed myself with the help of family. They encouraged me and told me it would be okay. I soon enrolled with Bellevue University. Still in this relationship, I was so close to graduation, but guess what? I left the relationship. I knew it was time to make a change. I left everything. I couldn't take it anymore. I deserved better, and I was going to do better. I still had a full-time job, continued my education. In June 2021, I walked across stage, graduated from Bellevue University with my bachelor's degree in business administration. My firstborn told me I inspired him, and he too soon graduated high school. Although it took me a while to accomplish my goals and fulfill my dreams, I was determined, motivated, and kept telling myself, I'm ambitious, I'm smart, I can do this with 5 children. Even when I feel like the world was against me, I knew I had a purpose. I would say to you, never give up, never let anyone tear you down, remain focused, surround yourself with positive people. Remember, when things get hard, someone else has it harder and may not even make it. Love yourself, keep reaching for the stars. We are only on this earth for a short period of time. Why not enjoy it? I also would like to thank my family members, Southeast Community College instructors, the advisors, counselors, administrators, and my classmates. I wouldn't have made it without your support and encouragement. Thank you. Congratulations, class of 22. Yours truly, Ayanna Clay.
don't get the remote in, my house, so. It's okay.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, no problem. Oh, there you go. Goes off. Awesome. Okay. All right. Thank you, Ayana. That was really awesome. That's a great story to tell and to show that it's not your last hurdle, but there's more greatness to come. So I'm glad to hear that. Okay, our next speaker is Ryan Hins. Ryan is the Adult Education Coordinator for Crete Public Schools. He serves on the Crete City Council representing Ward 2. Ryan is also currently running for mayor of Crete. He is a 2008 GED graduate and has a passion for helping families and individuals like himself to find success through adult education. So help me welcome Brian.
Thank you, Christine. I appreciate that warm welcome. Can we give another round of applause for Iona? That is such an amazing story. Thank you for sharing that. It takes a lot of bravery, right, to get up here and tell your story, like expose yourself, right, to the hard parts of your life to other people. That's a hard thing to do. And I also know how hard it is for all of you to have had to come to an adult education program, and basically admit, look, I didn't finish my degree, right? I need your help. That's a hard thing to do. That's a hard thing to do. I was really honored when Elizabeth, I'm not sure where she's at, but Elizabeth asked me to come speak a few weeks ago. As a fellow adult education coordinator, I understand the stress and the work that go into planning an event like this, and yet this is what we live for. Right here in the front, stories like that's what people like me live for. Because these are the most rewarding days that we can possibly have. It makes all of those long days and deadlines and reports and paperwork and, all that stuff, it makes it worth it, right? We come and we get to see you guys accomplish something truly amazing. It reminds us that we are working not just for a program, but we are working to change people's lives, to give them hope and an opportunity for a better life. This gives us the fuel to carry on every day. Friends, we are here to honor these graduates as they complete a major milestone in their life and begin a new journey. A GED graduation is like no other graduation, for it is not only a celebration of an educational accomplishment, but it is also a celebration of the fact that these individuals have overcome great difficulty to get here today. As a fellow GED graduate, I understand the significance of this accomplishment. For whatever reason, you were unable to complete your education via a traditional path. For me, it was because at 16, I needed to go work to support my family, much as Iona had to do. For you, there were barriers, sometimes many, that stood in the way or distracted you. And yet, you persevered. You refused to let your circumstances dictate your outcome, and you made the tough decision to face down your fears, your anxieties, and all of those negative feelings to complete the GED program. You overcame great and small things to make it here today. And trust me, I know from experience. Today, you will walk out of here with a high school diploma, something you may have thought you would never achieve. Some of you have the support of amazing friends and family. Some of you may have faced this alone. Whatever the case, you're here. You made it. No one can take that away from you or diminish what you have achieved. And now it's time to breathe a sigh of relief. No more school. No more test. Well, maybe. That may not be the case for you. Maybe you've already decided to move on to another challenge. Maybe it's a career or college or something else that's life-altering. You've already proven that you're up to the challenge. Why not one more? You've passed 4 difficult tests already. Why can't you pass one more? If this process teaches you anything, I hope it teaches you that there is a lot more inside of you than you realized. I hope it helps you to see that you're worth more than some people may have given you credit for. You are full of experiences and knowledge and skills just waiting to be put to use. Now, with that diploma in hand, don't let that opportunity go to waste. Because you are fighters. All GED graduates are. I want to leave you with one big challenge. I want you to go out there and make a difference. And I mean that. Maybe this will become the greatest challenge yet, but I know it is one that you can take on. I want you to go out there and be a leader. Be a leader at work, at home, in your community. After going through this process, I have faith that you can do great things. Go out, serve your community, further your education, provide for your family. Do those things you never saw yourself doing. I never saw myself completing my high school education, but I did it at 28. I never saw myself going to college and getting a degree, but I did it in 3.5 years. I never thought I would challenge the status quo, and yet I ran a successful campaign and have served on the Crete City Council for the past 4 years. I never really saw myself as a leader, but I am honored to be running for mayor of Crete and to have the support of many wonderful people who believe in me. There are going to be times when you don't think you belong, that you don't deserve something. When those times come, I want you to take a good look at that diploma and realize you have already put those criticisms to rest. You're just beginning the next phase of your life, and it is wide open. Best of luck to you as you embark on that journey. Thank you. Thank you for having me tonight.
Thank you, Ryan. That was great. All right, our final speaker is Dr. Carolee Ritter, Dean of Arts and Sciences here at SCC. Dr. Ritter holds a bachelor's degree in English and Education from Rutgers University and taught high school English in New Jersey. She earned a master's degree in English from Colorado State University and a PhD in English from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, along with postgraduate coursework in education administration. She started teaching in SCC as an adjunct English instructor in 1997, accepted a full-time position as English faculty in 1999, and served as English department chair from 2000 to 2013, when she was my supervisor. She has held her current position as dean since January of 2014. Please help me welcome Carolee Ritter.
Thank you. Hi. So excited for you guys. I love graduations. I love the blue gowns. I'm so happy to be here celebrating with you and your family and friends who've supported you throughout your time working on your GED. I feel a little bit like I'm going to be a little repetitive with what you've already heard, because I think we all share the same sentiments about what you have achieved and maybe what the future has in store for you. I'm a little bit older than all of you. Have any of you ever heard of Jackson Browne? Does anybody know who Jackson Browne is? He's a singer-songwriter from back in my day. He has a quote that says that opportunity dances with those who are already on the dance floor. And graduates, today I want to welcome you to the dance floor, right? As high school graduates, holders of your GED, you are now on the dance floor where opportunity can take you to your next goal. Now that you're here, you've positioned yourself to dance with opportunity, and the next decisions you make will be how to make the most of that position. I want to make sure you keep in mind the dance moves you've mastered as you've worked toward this accomplishment at SCC. SCC makes a commitment to all the students we serve, regardless of what they're here for, whether it be adult education, a certificate, a diploma, or a degree, that we are going to help promote in you several what we call institutional learning outcomes, ILOs we call them. We have 6 of them. I want you to think about, I'm going to share them with you, and I want you to think about how you were able to demonstrate these outcomes that you've gotten in your time here at SCC beyond the 4 GED tests where you've already proven yourself, how you can demonstrate these outcomes on the dance floor moving forward. The first one is career and professional readiness. And I wanted to give you what I thought was a really inspiring fact. Your GED gives you the opportunity to dance with jobs that are going to pay more, offer you a better quality of life, and provide more opportunities for advancement than you might be able to land without your GED. In fact, data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics and several other sources report that you will be earning an average of 25 to 37% more over the course of your lifetime than somebody who has not completed the credential that you're celebrating today. 25 to 37% more over your lifetime. That's significant. That's the kind of impact that builds generational wealth, right? That is going to have a ripple effect for future generations of your family. Number 2, innovative and critical thinking. According to careerbuilder.com, high school diplomas, traditional high school diplomas, show employers, 17, 18-year-olds graduating with a diploma, show employers that candidates can follow rules, which is fine. I'm an employer. I like people who can follow rules, but it's not particularly inspiring and it doesn't change the world, right? CareerBuilder says that the GED demonstrates to employers your ability to both think and work independently, which gets at what Christy was talking about before. You've had to figure a lot of this out on your own. Earning your GED is an indicator on your resume to employers that you're able to do that without your hand being held the whole way, right? So think about how you can leverage that as an asset, as a skill that you have that somebody else might not. It's a way that your work will stand out among your peers. Number 3 is effective communication. The GED Reasoning Through Language Arts test shows your ability to analyze text, understand and analyze and create arguments, and use the English language effectively. As an English major, I particularly appreciate this one. The time you spent studying for the exam and practicing these skills have honed your skills and made you a better communicator, and it's important that when you leave here, whether you're out in the community, whether you're with family, your children, at an interview or on the job, you're representing those skills to the best of your ability. Number 4 is community engagement and social responsibility. It is our hope at SCC that you'll leave here with your GED equipped and excited to participate actively in our community. Ryan was getting at this when he was speaking earlier as well. The social studies concepts you've mastered have prepared you with knowledge of political, historic, economic, and societal context to set you up as an informed citizen. Get engaged in our community, like our panel has, and make a difference. And number 5, this is probably my favorite one, is wellness and resiliency. What do future employers learn about you when they see on your resume you've earned your GED? They see it as a testament to your resilience, your ability to bounce back after setbacks. They see it as evidence of your persistence, the fact that you don't give up. Babe Ruth, maybe dating myself again, I was not around when Babe Ruth was playing, just for the record, but he said it's hard to be someone who never gives up, and I think you testified to that a little bit today too. It's hard to be the person who never quits, right? But when you are, you reap the rewards. Your GED shows your ability to set and achieve goals. You didn't earn the credential overnight. Some of you might have started and stopped and started again. And your GED shows that you have the stamina and the problem-solving skills to overcome all kinds of obstacles. So when you're listing on your resume that you've earned a GED, those are all the things that your credential is telling your future employers. And make sure you speak to that when you're being interviewed, right? Really leverage those special skills that make you stand out. Your GED also invites you now to dance with higher education. Our speakers have all talked about this, and I'm going to preach the same thing. You might choose to stay here at SCC to learn new skills, and you might want to start small. You could start with a 1-semester certificate in a high-demand career field. You could do a 1-year diploma. You could do a 2-year Associate of Applied Science degree and gain skills in a high-demand, high-paying field. Or maybe you have your sights set on a bachelor's degree, like our panel members have. Our Associate of Arts and Associate of Science degrees build pathways directly to bachelor's degrees. We work really closely with colleges and universities, Bellevue, Doane, among others, UNL, to help you get that degree in as efficient a way as possible. Our mission at SCC is to empower and transform the diverse learners of Southeast Nebraska through accessible lifelong educational opportunities. At SCC, we're about creating your path to possible. I hope you'll consider allowing us to help you continue your progress down that path. I'm shameless promoter. I brought some business cards for our admissions office. I did some of the statistics I read that the chances of you starting and completing a bachelor's degree go down a little bit every year you wait after you get the GED, that those who start their next credential as soon as they finish their GED have the highest percentage chance of completing that four-year degree. So I encourage you, even if you're starting small with a certificate, start there and build your way up, and don't lose your momentum that you've started. Okay. Yeah. That was it. You're on the dance floor now, and opportunity is waiting to dance with you. So if you would like a business card, I will leave some by the food, by the cake. Grab one when you grab a piece of cake, and I hope to see you in the halls at SCC. Congratulations.
Well, I forgot to mention, after everything that I went through, I am happily engaged to the love of my life, Patrick, right there. Thank you.
That's so awesome, Ayana, that she wanted to make a special trip up here to say that. So that's great. Thank you. All right. Well, now what we have come for, the graduation certificates. Lynn, Assistant Director, will read your name. As she reads your name, please come up and receive your certificate from me, and then you can return to your seat, and then we'll have a few more words before we're done, if I can find the certificate. 1 second, please. I know there's not a good spot. All right, you go ahead.
Gabriela Alvarez.
You can go ahead and sit back down.
Sorry. Melandra Arizola.
Oh, you can go ahead. Oh, go ahead and sit back down. There we go. Sorry.
Kitara Ferguson. Mia Kelly. Donna Lindstrom. Angelina Martinez Hodge. Shalia Phillips. Luis Rodriguez.
We rushed on before I had a chance to. Thank you. And as you came up, I also gave you a challenge coin. When you received your GED certificate, you were also awarded this. The giving of challenge coins is historically a military tradition and the start of a new tradition here at SCC, Adult Education. You met the challenge of earning your GED credential and ultimately your Nebraska State High School diploma. And you will continue to experience new challenges. You have proven that you have the knowledge, skills, and attitude to do so. When you started the program, you told us about your desire to continue your education, to obtain better employment, and to help your children with their education. But most importantly, you did this for your own personal reasons. Whatever your goals are, you now have taken an important step in your personal and professional journey. Take advantage of this achievement. So please rise one more time. You may now move your tassels from the right side to the left side. You are now Nebraska High School graduates with all the rights and privileges. Thank you, everyone, for coming, and please enjoy some cake and drinks in the back. Thank you.